The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong. And somewhere in the shadows, they send us in to find it.
126 Actual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Modern Warfare is the 16th installment in the massive Call of Duty franchise and the 4th installment of the Modern Warfare sub-series. It's also one of the best-selling Call of Duties in recent history. The game raked in more than $600 million in sales in its first 3 days, making it the third best launch in Call of Duty history.
What are the odds we run into General Markov? Russian general wouldn't be caught dead out here.
The Call of Duty Modern Warfare series has always stood for being ripped from the headlines. It has always been relevant to the world that we live in today, and Modern Warfare 2019 is no exception. A lot has changed since the last release of a Modern Warfare title. War has changed, tactics have changed, and with it, Modern Warfare 2019.
Well, we've worked with consultants. We've always worked with consultants on Call of Duty, but for this iteration, we also worked with consultants who are experts in the Middle East, because we felt that to only show one side of war, which would be sort of traditionally Western soldiers going over to a conflict zone, thousands of miles away from where they are from, to only show that side of war, to only represent those stories, would be leaving out half of the story.
Call of Duty has never shied away from courting controversy. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, released in 2009, had a player-controlled character infiltrate a Russian squad, which subsequently massacred civilians in a Russian airport attack meant to falsely implicate US forces. That game sold about 4.7 million copies in its first day. In addition to seeking out combat veterans as consultants, Infinity Ward also worked with war correspondent Holly McKay and young adult fiction author Samaya Dodd as regional and cultural consultants on the portrayal of freedom fighters and women in the Middle East. The bones of the game were laid with drones and cameras, phone calls and questions, requirements and innovation. Rather than a fanciful brainstorm followed by code and keystrokes, as many would assume of a video game's creation process, the latest title in the ever-expanding Call of Duty pantheon formed around research and revelations, groundwork for a multi-million-dollar development process representative of the modern multi-billion-dollar gaming industry. It's a process that required a marriage of technological innovation and well-sourced storytelling, with the goal to produce the most realistic portrayal possible of modern armed conflict by a video game. To help create a more realistic environment for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the developers at Infinity Ward employed photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is the process of creating a digital asset using high-resolution photographs of real-world objects. For video games, in-game objects are most commonly created by developers using computer generation, building each item from its basic shape and then working down to the tiny details, a time-consuming process. Photogrammetry instead records all of that information, size, shape, and details through a series of photos taken from every angle, producing a highly detailed digital recreation in a significantly shorter time. When you put all of these components together, you can create a very satisfying game. A game that runs smooth, has good animations, good textures, and good gameplay. This is why Modern Warfare 2019 is my favorite game to play. I truly believe that this game is one of the best first-person shooters to ever be released into the gaming market. Not to mention that the campaign has a compelling story and it does have real-world aspects to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a comment on what you think about my video. Thank you.